Hello everyone. We're back with another Cherry Cooks video, and today we're going to be making some cottage pie. I think it's a super comforting dish, so if this is something that you decide to make, let me know in the comments what you think. All of the ingredients and the recipe will be in the description below. And with that, let's get into it. We'll start off by giving our celery and carrots a nice scrub. Next, once the celery and carrots are washed, we're going to go ahead and mince them up. Which you can see I'm trying to do that. I pinky promise I am watching my fingers very closely here. Chop, 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 chop. And we know how I feel about onions, so check out this cool trick instead. Alright, so what I'm doing here is melting a tablespoon of butter, and then once that's nice and melted, I'm going to go ahead and add the onions that I magically chopped up, and then we're going to add garlic as well. Here I am adding the onion. And then the garlic. Yes, I know, it's not fresh garlic. It works. And you'll cook this until the garlic and onion get nice and fragrant. Give it a nice mix. Add your carrots and celery and then cook until soft for about 2 to 3 minutes. Oh, and I don't think I mentioned this before, but I am cooking on medium heat for this. Once your carrots and celery are soft, you're going to add your beef and then cook it until it's brown. Also, very important here, but make sure you don't strain. For some reason, I didn't record this, but once your beef is brown, you're going to add another tablespoon of butter and let that melt. Once the butter is melted, add 2 tablespoons of flour and mix thoroughly. When the flour is all mixed, this is when you're going to want to add your white wine. Here I'm adding 1/4 a cup. This is going to help deglaze the pan. And don't forget to scrape out the brown bits. After that's all done, you're going to add your stock of choice. It can be beef, chicken, vegetable, it doesn't matter. And mix well until it becomes thick. Once it's looking like this, you're going to add your tomato paste, thyme, rosemary, salt, and pepper. Since this is done, we're gonna put this off to the side and start working on the mashed potatoes. I totally forgot to record this part, but what I did here was peel the potatoes, cut them up into quarters, and then give them a nice wash. Add the potatoes in a medium saucepan and fill with water just until covered. Also, while you're making sure your potatoes are boiling, you're going to want to start to preheat your oven at 425. Once your potatoes are soft enough, strain the water, add them back into the pan, and then this is where you're going to add your milk, butter, salt, pepper, heavy cream, whatever you throw in your mashed potatoes. I have to be honest with you, I don't really know how much milk and heavy cream I added to this. It initially started off with 1/4 cup of milk, and then I said, no, we need some more, and then I just kind of guessed it from there. Mash, 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 mash. And finally, once the potatoes are mashed, we are going to assemble everything. You're going to get a baking dish, layer in the beef mixture we made and set aside earlier, and then you're going to add your mashed potatoes on top. And this is optional, so of course you don't have to do this if you don't want to, but I don't know why you wouldn't want to. Add cheese on top. Then we're just going to pop this into our oven and bake until the cheese becomes a nice golden brown. Da-na-na-na! Here's the cottage pie when it's all done. I love this dish a lot. It's one of my favorites to make. Like I said earlier, it's just super comforting and just downright delicious. I hope you guys enjoyed this cherry cooking video. And as always, stay hydrated, stay healthy, stay safe.